Welcome to the first WB Mason Coaches Report of the 2017-2018 season. I'm joined here today with Hofstra women's soccer head coach Simon Riddiough. Thanks for joining us today, Coach.
Thanks for having me, Amanda.
The team went 10-7-1 last year, but unfortunately just missed the conference tournament. What are you taking away from last year coming into the new season?
Well, I think it's a new start for us. Obviously very disappointed with not making the CAAs. We thought at that moment in time we were one of the stronger teams leading into post-season, but unfortunately results went against us and we left it a little bit too late. The biggest thing we can take from that is we've got to take every weekend seriously, from a mental perspective, emotional and physical perspective. And I thought last year we just kind of didn't take the first 2 weekends as important as we did the last two, and it came to bite us. It's a valuable lesson. Hopefully we've learned that. We're a young team, but I think we're eager to go and prove to everybody that we should be in the CAA playoffs and we're a team to be reckoned with.
You do have a lot of newcomers coming in, but you also have a pretty big senior class. What kind of leadership are you expecting from those returning seniors?
The seniors have been fantastic. Each and every one of them love to be at practice. They're putting in the energy, they're putting in the effort into the rest of the team. They're being great leaders by example, but more than that, they're mature, they're guided, and I think the mentality coming into this pre-season has been buoyed because of that. The energy and enthusiasm they have all shown has really helped us step up, and I'm hoping it springboards us to this weekend.
Madi Anderson was named to the preseason All-CAA team. What does that honor kind of mean for her, who has had such a big role already in her first 2 seasons with the team?
Yeah, if you spoke to Madi, she'd probably giggle about it. She's the most unassuming, humble player I've ever had. She's a tremendous athlete, a tremendous defender, but she's got no airs and graces. It wouldn't surprise me if she didn't know she was on this pre-season CAA team, but she deserves it. She's a tremendous asset to us. She's a local product. We always try and get the best local kids to stay home, and she's one of them, and she's having a glowing career so far, and hopefully more to come in the next 2 years.
You lost Jill Mulholland to graduation at the end of last season. What does the team need to do to kind of maintain the goal production that Jill had coming into this season without her?
Yeah, Jill was a tremendous servant to our program, probably in the top 10 all-round players from a statistical perspective as well as a leadership perspective. Another local product, and very proud of what she's going to achieve in her career. However, we move on, and you don't replace somebody that good with an incoming freshman. However, I think from a whole perspective, I think the team's ready to step up. And if it takes Noriana to get a couple extra goals, I think she'll do that. Desi, we're expecting big things from. Jembo, on course, come back from a hiatus from last year. I think with those 3, plus some freshmen coming in, I think we can all chip in 1 or 2 extra goals. And you know what? Before you know it, we've made up that 12 to 14 goal output that Joe Mulholland used to give us year in, year out.
In net, Ashley Wilson got a good amount of game experience last year. What is she going to bring to the team this year? Yeah,
Ashley, to be fair, has worked extremely hard on her fitness. She's looking strong, powerful, athletic and fit. She just needs a little bit of confidence, and she's getting that now. She knows she's the number 1, and because of that, I think it's allowing her to exude a little bit of belief. And when you've got a hot goalkeeper playing well, and that's what Ashley's doing right now, it always makes a team more difficult to beat you. And we're excited for Ashley's future, and we think she's going to have an exceptional senior year.
You do have a talented group of newcomers coming in. What are you expecting from them or hoping to see from them?
Yeah, we're really happy about this incoming class. Obviously, we haven't seen it in a truly competitive environment, but we feel we've got a good number of high quality calibre individuals who will hopefully help project our programme to the next level and maintain it there for the next 3-4 years. They're going to be the foundation moving forward. We lose a great senior class, But I think the team's going to be built around this freshman class, and if we can keep adding 2 or 3 players every year of the same calibre, I think the future's bright.
And what is going to be the key to getting back to the CAA tournament this year and having a successful season?
The key is, as always, staying injury-free. College is such a short season, and programmes at our level don't usually have the depth to overcome 2 or 3 serious injuries. So if we can stay injury-free, if we can ride a bit of luck going into conference, and if we can focus on what we can do and do it well, we give ourselves every chance to get into the playoffs. And I believe once we get to playoffs, we're usually quite strong towards the end of the season. I think we'll move forward and challenge anybody in that spot.
You opened the season this weekend at Pitt and Penn State. Pitt struggled a little bit last season, but Penn State always kind of a national power. What are you expecting to see from those 2 teams this weekend?
Yeah, Greg's a tremendous coach. He's got a tremendous reputation, and in all honesty, he will probably admit that he hasn't turned the Pitt programme around as quickly as he had hoped. But he's now in his 4th or 5th year. They've getting some good recruits in, and I think Pitt will surprise a lot of teams in the ACC this year. I think they're going to be in that hunt for playoffs in their conference, which is obviously, the ACC is one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in the country. I think he's got his tactics right, I think his strategy's right, and his recruiting's got better, so I expect big things from Pittsburgh this year. And moving on to Penn State, I've got the biggest respect for their staff. Erica does a tremendous job, as does Anne. And they've got a return of 4 or 5 players that missed last year due to World Cup duties. If they're not a national contender, I'll be extremely surprised come December. They're definitely Final Four material. They've got the talent, and they've got the expertise and experience from a coaching staff to make it happen. So we're going to have a battled weekend